Nearly a 1,300 point move all day. 7%. Anyways, if we can find something here. Candle opens and instantly expands. And try and use this wick. And the close to the high. Yeah. 4-hour tail. That's if we want to keep on expanding. Yeah. I like for the drawn liquidity is these highs up here. Very equal here. This deviation range that I'm measuring right here is the first swing high to swing low inside the 930 range. So see, this 930 high to the swing low that is produced right after it. Ooh. And also, I don't know. Right now it seems like it's just a major patience game. I mean, even if you would be trading this type of environment, you should be on micros. I wouldn't suggest doing anything on minis, seeing how, look, this wick up here, it's 30 points. This is a 15-second chart. Some of these candles right here, 60 points. Ooh. This little tiny volume imbalance right here. There's the 10 a.m. open. We're looking at this little tiny gap right here. It's one that went across the time opening. Oh, hold on. Whoops. So this volume imbalance also combined with this. Yeah. So if you see this gap on NQ, volume balance plus the FEG is different than ES. Look, ES repriced the gap here. Well, NQ did not. There is no gap here. I mean, there is, it's a volume imbalance, but it's not the same gap. Looking at this up close candle. Whoops. The candle is still inside the order block here. So up close candle. So once this candle happened right here and we closed above the mean threshold, yes, it's That's your warning sign. Mean threshold, yeah, it's probably going to go the other direction. Right here, I'm looking for reaccumulation, potential redistribution. Mm. Oh, back under the 10 a.m. open. So zero reaccumulation is what we're looking for. And we want to see big candles lower now. Hmm. Hmm. Like, how much is this? Yeah, bruh. Very volatile, very scary. What are you guys doing to deal with the volatility? I would say just don't trade it. You're better off just not trading it. It saves you from a lot of damage. It saves you from a lot of motions. And yeah, I would just honestly not trade it. After taking out this overnight high, I want to see it go to below the 930 low. It wipes out all of the traders who went long here. And being the overall bias is short. Trade the trend. Hmm. Damn, bro. I went to bed so early last night and I still wake up so cooked. I don't even know. So if we return and close above the 10 a.m., gotta rethink this. Oh, we return above the 10 a.m. here. Short-term target would be the high of day. Where are we? Here. It's only if we get a closure above, which oh, personally from here, I'd want to see it just rip lower, just tank, not spend sort of its time up here going back forth, back forth. Let's see. Was this the reaccumulation into the redistribution, or was this the manipulation? This the accumulation? I don't know. Okay, candle body above the 10 a.m. open. There. You gotta look at the 1 minute. I want to see. Hmm. If it were to go lower, I'd want to see it tank these two down close candles right here and just slice through them like butter. We still didn't close above the 10 a.m. on the 1 minute here. That's why I just had to rethink the thought process. Look for reactions. I look at that order block. Midpoint. So yeah, honestly, after this candle printing, yeah, look up. Here. Also, I'm not expecting it to reprice down here to this gap. I'm not looking for it to fill the whole thing, so. No lower. This candle. Yeah, just it's one of those days, I guess. Look at the back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. I mean, I don't. It's a 150 point range. Just going back and forth. Why you don't trade it? Again, candle below the 10 a.m. open. I don't really like FOMC minutes. They made it a red folder though, right? I think it used to be, well, it's always been a red folder. So I guess we'll just flip back to the original plan. Oh, look, one gap. Prices below the 10 a.m. open. Um, I'm not really sure. They're like 45 point 15-second candle. The Seeker of Destruction. Turn to the 10 a.m. open. I would say the easiest way to determine if you're in one of these environments that just go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Notice how many times it refers to your most recent power of 3 opening. This being the 10 a.m. open. Or let's say, I'm trying to think of the day. There was one day back then where like most of the the 9:30 opened, the 8:30 opened, the 10 a.m. opened, and they were all like almost next to each other. If your day looks like that and it is just going back forth over under, just don't trade it. You'll save yourself a lot of damage. You know, you want to be in these days that are just like, the trending days or the days that are just so crystal clear that you force yourself to execute. Because those days are easy. You're trading the distribution. Trading the distribution is easy. trading the accumulation, yeah, you're going to get your ass handed to you. Here, yeah. Try trading this. You can. You can take scalps. But you gotta be, top taking or bottom taking. There's no room for error. Oh, would like to see this as your reaccumulation FEG here. Look, displacement across the time opening. Your first discount array, this one. Look, the reaction. Do you reprice lower, no lower than the midpoint on the imbalance? Reaccumulation, silver bullet zone. Like, look, you guys could have. It's a perfect scalp right here. This internal FEG up to this high, 35 points. But the risk, 23 points. I can't justify that for myself. I hope you guys can't justify it. It's just not worth it right now in this market, in my opinion. Let's see. Yeah, the tomfoolery, SMT. Oh. No 1 minute gap. Yeah. Preferably, once this high up here was taken, this swing, you'd want to see this swing right here, this low inside the FEG, not be taken. So, like that. However, being the day it is, and the price action that we've watched, we can kind of anticipate or we can kind of expect um, price to kind of do this tomfoolery type business. This is the 1 minute gap. I didn't expect this to be repriced, but here we are. Look at price action. Look at the candle bodies. Oh, whoa. We're obviously looking down here now. If we close below, then we'll want to see it close below. I would look to here. Um, There is no deviation to measure this. Hey, right here. Price below the 10 a.m. open. Accumulate. I want to see it redistribute. See this FEG and time opening. Ugh. Since we managed to take the range high inside this whole range right here. Nope. What's happening? I personally don't want to see it reaccumulate around here and just go back and forth again. I want to see it just go lower to potentially these two equal lows-ish. Just the kind of uh, there's a certain picture I have for this. I gotta find it, but it's for like range expansion and so you can destroy days. Um, I think it's on Fair Value God's Twitter. Really old picture. It looks like this type. I like that. Because you have the range expansion here, manipulation. So being a seek and destroy day, I'm trying to anticipate like this range expansion, I guess. But it's part of the accumulation, so it's the more harder type, more harder to kind of anticipate because yeah, accumulation. Accumulation is really hard. Distribution is easy. Mic check. Okay, good. Now let's see if we can go to the bottom of this range now. Like back to the time opening. Yeah. Waiting for the macro. Measure this actually. Oh, not even. Dang. So if you notice how this wick up here is too big, it's like not proportionate to this kind of price action. And you notice that this standard deviation measurement doesn't make it to this. See? But if you take half of this wick, and then you measure, and you look at, the standard deviation ranges, look, this -1, reaccumulation, boom. But if you look here, this midpoint, like, if this deviation measurement works, or if it was like, an actual calculatable thing, is it random that price reacts on the midpoint of this? I don't know. I really don't know. Might be random. I think it's pretty accurate. And see how this deviation down here lines up with this low? Just something interesting. I hardly ever use deviation measurements like this, just because the amount of times you would have a massive wick and not like a more clear measurement. It's a lot more common than using this type of measurement. Like, and I guess you could use this. Look, reaccumulation zone, back up into this 1 minute inversion, redistribution. Whoa. Down to the 2.5, 2, down to oh, this range low. There's the range low. Look at that mess up here. Look at this mess. Oh my god. Hmm. Well, we ended up starting the stream a little early because, yeah. First presentation. Oh. I'm not that sure on the deviation measurement I'd use, but I kind of like this 4-hour wick. We'll label this first presentation. Personally want to see it rip below the first presentation and then take out the morning lows. Super super tough. Is that how you would say it? I don't know. Do you take into account the? Oh yeah. No, mind, that's a silly question. I was going to ask if you take into account the 10 a.m. high. Which yeah. It seems like you do. Right. New hourly candle. 9:30 open. Probably going to be ending stream soon. Um, uh, we will be back tomorrow, probably early in the morning. Um, but yeah, we got what I was kind of looking for, I guess, which was repricing of the 9:30 open here. New hourly candle did it, but then it opens up ideas of a retracement potentially. Um, Seeing how we just got this low resistance move right here. 230 points. Wild. Yeah. I'd personally look for the 930 lows again. Look, if you remove this, did I do it correctly? I did. These are the lows right now. But yeah. Um, I'm working on reformatting some of the old notes into Excalibur and onto Obsidian. So I'll send those once I finish up. Yeah. Not really trying also to push it this week because of, yes, the market. I'm not trying to get my ass handed to me. Neither should you. We just moved 3,020% uh, down from all-time highs. If you want to risk, go ahead. But personally, I don't want to lose my account. The market is moving way too fast for me. Yeah, I mean, last week, Wednesday to Monday, it was 17%. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. Peace out. Stay safe. Safe trading. I know today was, you know, this zigzag of a day.